Would you take a Tarmac SL6 S-Works or a variant? What's up? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of CycleTalk. I'm your host, Mr. Robb Armstrong. And who am I? I'm the guy that's disappointed that Remco could not finish the Giro. Oh my goodness, man. Big disappointment. Y'all know about that TT life, man. And Remco was an absolute monster on a TT bike, man. I'm so disappointed he couldn't finish, but I guess it's just racing and sometimes it's like that. But to pay some homage to the Giro, I got my pink on, and man, this is a clean piece of kit. Your boy looks good in pink. I'm feeling it, man. Tell me you like the jersey. I know you do, right? A quick admin note. If you are liking the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. The channel is growing, dude. I think I'm up to almost like 1,200 subscribers, man. And like every time I log in, it's like more people jumping on the bandwagon, man. I really appreciate it. I love the love. I like the likes. I like the comments. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. But jumping right into it, what are we talking about today, right? We are talking about Zwift Spring Training. I know, right? We're talking about Campy, the Groupset, the Super Record, the wireless edition. Oh my goodness. And we are talking about bikes. We are talking about the Tarmac SL6 versus the Tarmac SL7. Oh my goodness. That is a personal thing that I got going on in my life right now. And we need to talk about it, right? So, like I said, the first topic, right? Zwift Spring Training. It has concluded. Last week was week 6, and dude, it was super dope. I loved it. I very much enjoyed it. I liked it so much that I went into Zwift and I saved all the workouts and I put it in my custom workout folder. And the reason why I did that, because let's say next year I want a spring training tune-up again, right? And let's say Zwift doesn't offer it for whatever reason. I have the workout saved and I could do the training again. The training is on point, man. I would say my fitness right now is it's pretty on point. We are wrapping up May, and for the month of May, I knocked out just a little bit over 600 miles. For me, that is the most miles I've ever done in a month, which is it's just insane to me. My fitness is on point. The only thing I need to do right now is take a new FTP test, right? And I plan on taking it either at the end of this week or like maybe early next week. And then following that week, like 2 weeks from now, dude, I'll be in Texas to hang out with my dad and we're going to do some bike riding. Last year, we did a whole thing for Father's Day. We did like a Father's Day week, and I think we rode like about 120 miles that week. So the goal this year is to ride more than 120 miles, and I know we're going to absolutely crush it. I can't wait, man. And there is a segment in my old neighborhood, and somebody took my KOM. I want my damn KOM back, bro. I'm coming to get the KOM. Texas, look out. I'm coming for my KOM, but yeah, Zwift training has concluded, man. It was great. I'm telling you, if you're not Zwift racing or you're not on Zwift, what are you doing with your life, bro? You got to check it out. You got to get on it, right? So now, jump into the Campy. Campy, right? The Super Record, oh man, the Groupset. They're coming out with a wireless version. And man, I think everyone is like competing to stay in the game, right? I think Shimano dominates the Groupset world, right? But I'm very much interested in the Campy Groupset, and I'm going to tell you why. The main reason why is because I have a Bianchi. That's like the main reason why. I think when you see a Bianchi bike and it has the Campy Groupset on there, it's just something about it, man. I think it's just like a different level of it's like elegance, you know? Like people that know bikes, I think if they see me pull up and I got my Bianchi and it's got the Campy on it, they're probably like, He know bikes. That's kind of sexy, right? So aesthetically, what does it look like? It's not ugly, but it's not fire. It's kind of like ugly cute. It's kind of like ugly cute. It about to grow me a little bit, but I'm telling you, I'm interested in it. I can't wait for some people to drop some more information on it to kind of let me know what it's about, how it functions. And I know some Campy previous editions, they had like a 13 speed, which is super interesting, right? But the Campy Super Record wireless one, it is a 12 speed to my understanding. But I'm definitely very much interested in that, man. I cannot wait for it to release. I want to see some footage on it, man. I need to know some data. And like, I love the button setup because it's got a little more buttons and it's just different, man. But I think I think it's a timeless classic addition to a Bianchi build or like a Pinarello. I think that'd be hot, right? Next topic, right? Final topic, Tarmac. Let me tell you about this Tarmac thing, right? So my buddy has a Tarmac. He has a Tarmac SL7 S-Works, and we put it together, and he is just talking about this bike, and it's just in my head, man. It's in my head. And this is the same guy who was telling me about the Bianchi XR3, right? And I love my Bianchi XR3. So I've been on the hunt for this Tarmac, and I'm gonna say this, right? The Tarmac SL7 S-Works, it'll have you thinking about your life, bro. Because it's so freaking expensive, man. It's so crazy expensive. I would say if you find a Tarmac SL7 S-Works, just the frame, for a good price, you're around like 5K, man. For like 5K. And I've seen some going for like 6 and 7K, right? And then the whole bike, that's just like a whole nother thing. So I say the Tarmac SL7 versus the Tarmac SL6 because I've been finding Tarmac SL6 S-Works all day for a fairly reasonable price, right? So my question to you is, would you take a Tarmac SL6 S-Works or a variant of the Tarmac SL7? And the biggest thing I do not like about the Tarmac SL6 is it does not have full integration. It's like semi-integrated. And I'm just at a point in my life, I don't want to see any cables, man. And that's one thing I do not like about my Bianchi is that it's not fully routed, all the cables. But the Tarmac SL6 S-Works, it is the 12R carbon. Game changer, right? And man, I'm just on the fence. I'm like, dude, I could get me a Tarmac SL6 S-Works now, but I really want that Tarmac SL7. And I've seen like the SL7s, like the expert ones, the pro ones, and the different variants of it. But if I get a Tarmac SL7, I really, 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 really want an S-Works version. Nothing says expensive like a big ass S-Works logo, man. It's just expensive, man. And I think the difference between the variants of the versions is, you know, the S-Works SL7, the S-Works SL7 is the 12R carbon. And I think the other ones only go up to the 11R. And I think as far as weight, and don't quote me on this, I think the weight difference is maybe like 130, 150 grams, something like that. But the thing is, what is the feel going to be like? You know what I'm saying? And would it make a difference? I almost want to say it would. And the reason why I say that is because I've had my wheels, my Bontrager Aeolus wheels. I had the mid tier and I had the top tier, right? When I had the mid tier, I absolutely love it. They was insane. I love the wheels. I did like 3 videos about them. They probably got like 20,000 views like combined. It is a great wheel set. I love them so much that I wanted the top tier just to see if it was a difference. Now the weight difference was only like marginal when it comes to the grams, the actual weight. But I'm telling you, the top tier wheel versus the mid tier wheel, totally different. Totally different. The way it feels, the way it rides, is totally different. And I think that might be the same type of characteristics from the 11R to the 12R. You know, so if you've been an individual that rode an 11R versus the 12R, let me know if I'm just tripping or not, man. So like I said, I'm on the fence with that, man. I really do want a Tarmac. I just don't know if I'm going to hold out and try to get a Tarmac SL7 S-Works, or will I kind of pull the trigger and get a SL6 S-Works. But let me know which one you're going to get, man. Big shout out to Primo Rulers for winning the Giro 2023. And that's all I got, man. Your boy is out.